Hi everyone, it's Laura. We are going to make earrings today and maybe one necklace, but mainly earrings. Now, I want to see if you can see that some of these are glow in the dark. So I'm going to pause you. Okay, now it's actually recording. 3 times I clicked to unpause and it didn't record. I don't know what's going on, maybe because I have the light off, but the little cows that I bought at an event, they glow in the dark. It's blurry because I have the light off. These little ones here, these lampwork beads that glow in the dark, came from Bargain Bead Box in our subscription box way back. I don't know which month, but they do glow in the dark. We're going to work with them. Hold on. Let me turn the light back on. All right, I'm back. I have a lot going on today. Hopefully over the by this weekend, I will be back in my camper staying full time. I'm just gonna, leave it at that. I think we're gonna start with getting my glue, getting a plastic paper because we need to put, I asked Alan to put holes in the little cows. He did, so I need to take a couple of these. I need to see how far the hole is in the cow. So somewhere around there. And it can stick up a little bit, not a problem. I actually prefer it to stick up. This is for this cow. Let's see how I did. Well, I can trim it off a little bit more. Now I don't remember which cow it was, but that's okay. That one works for that cow. Let's do the same here. Because I can always trim off more, not add. Because these have to sit after I put the glue in. So I need to cut off quite a bit here. Because I don't know how deep he drilled each hole. Are they kind of the same? This one might want just a smidge off. Not a lot. I mean, just a tiny, tiny bit. There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and put... oh, that's not the one I want. I want actual... I may have put it away. I found the best glue, and I know people are going to argue with me this, but hear me out. I have tried this E6000, but if I'm gluing like a metal to something else, forget the E6000. It does not work for me. The best glue I have found for gluing 2 different types of things together, are you kidding me, is my, and it should have been right here. But then again, I picked things up clearing off my table the other day. That's why I thought this was my super glue. There's the GS. There's the hypo cement. Okay, maybe I won't be doing them today, because I am not going back in that house. I've had enough. All right, let me go see if I put it over away. My phone is kind of crooked. Okay, I have my glue. That wasn't closed very good. I'm going to put a blob right there. Work with that. I'm going to find that tiny little hole. And I can always add jump rings to change the positioning of my goodness, where is the hole? I have not started the polymer clay yet because I have to get a few things together. I hope there's enough glue in those. So I'm going to set my little cows off to the side, cross our fingers that they've got enough glue. Okay, on to the next project. We're going to make earrings with these. A pair of earrings and a necklace. We're going to use this Coriana chain. The Coriana chain is only going to be made for the dangle of the necklace. We're going to start right here, and we're going to, I need, I'm all off kilter. I am so sorry, guys. Where are they? I gotta go get more supplies. Hold on. I don't know why I thought I had everything ready. I don't know. I don't know where my silver ones are. Okay. Let's just go with the flow, guys. All right, I need clamshells. So I'm going to need 2, 3 for starters. Okay. And I'm going to need these. And I'm thinking of using these on the bottom. I might put them on the top also. We shall see how they look. Or I might use these. I haven't decided yet. It's still in the works. Okay. I do know I need to cut this in half. So let's see. I have 9.5, so 9, 4.5. Let's cut this right where my finger is. Okay, so I have 2 pieces to work with, one for each earring. And there we go. These are my brain is not functioning. Crimp beads. I'm going to get out a few because I'm going to be using some. If I can get them in my fingers. It's like I can't feel them, guys. Okay. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put one on the very end of this one. Like so. Grabbing my bent chain nose pliers. I'm going to make sure that my chain is laying flat. Well, I guess I'm going to pick it up and do it. At the very end, with just a tiny bit of tail peeking out, and I'm going to squash. I want to make sure that I have it squashed good around that chain. Give it a tug test. It's on there good. I don't know, this might be too big for the bottom. Let's go ahead and just use the ball. Let's pick up the ball. I love working with Coriana chain. This is all I have left of the gold. I thought I had more and can't find it. And then we're going to put on one of these just tiny little 4mm petal bead caps. Let it go down. Put on one of the lampwork glow-in-the-dark beads. Yeah, I think that works perfectly. One for the top, facing down over it. And then a round one. Come on, little dude. There we go. Now I do want these to dangle away from the ear. I don't want them too close, so that they have some movement. So I don't want them too short. So I'm going to go ahead and put my clamshell on. Drop it down. And this is where I'm going to decide how much room I want. And I'm going to put on my crimp bead. And my crimp bead is going to pretty much decide where that clamshell is going to come up and rest against. So I think right about there. So I'm going to open my clamshell a little bit because he's kind of, or just kick him off to the side. Nah, I want to open him. He's in the way. There, I opened it a little bit. I'm going to bring that crimp bead down, grab it with my pliers, get a hold of him. I want him to be right about there. So we're going to press him down. Give him a good snug squeeze. I want to make sure he's on there tight, so I'm going to squeeze over here, turn it over, make sure it's tight on the other side. I'm going to bring my clamshell up, give it a tug test, we're good. I probably should have made sure they matched, but they did. So with Coriana chain, because it is a flat chain, if you're going to flatten your crimp on, it's already going to be facing the same way because you're working on a flat chain. So if you're using a round chain for this or a cord, make sure that your crimp bead is facing the same way as the one on the bottom. But with Coriana chain, I don't have that issue because it is a flat chain. So there is earring number 1. Now I just need to close that up. I'm just going to get a few of these out. I don't know how many are going to be gold. It looks like just 2 pairs of earrings. Now, do I want this to dangle directly from the earring? I think we can. I think it'll be fine for this pair. So we're going to open our earring like that, slide it on. Get our ball back up out of the way. And then close it back up. I'm going to pause you and do the other earring, and I'll be right back. Okay, so because I want to make sure that the earrings are the same length, you can sit here and try to figure out with this round ball, which is really difficult, where I want the end of my earring to be. So what I'm going to do is I've taken the piece that I've cut off. I'm kind of going to hang it here. Like I said, it's kind of finagly. Get the 2 ends together up here. And I'm just going to snip it. First, I'm going to lay the other earring next to it because I want to double check. Because even, you know, I'm looking at it and I'm like, that doesn't look right where I was about to cut. So I'm going to cut a little bit lower than what I've got, but I also may have it in my hand wrong. So let's realign this. Whoops. Double check with the other earring. Because where my crimp is inside of there. So now if I cut here, it would be about right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, because I would rather cut a little high and cut off a little extra length. There we go. I'll have to put everything back on my earring, but that's okay. Like I said, I'll have to put everything back on my earring, but I would rather have to restock it than cut it too short. Come on. There you go. When you're not sure how much you're going to use and you start out, you know, I could always have cut and said, okay, that's as far as this is going to go anyways, period, no matter what, and just done it. But I only had just so much to work with. Come on, little dude. Pick that up. Get this down there out of the way. Now, because I've cut this to length, come on. Everything's fighting me because I wanted to make this an easy video. And Going to get a hold of that, get that out of the way. Like I said, this part's going to be fiddly. Get it in my pliers. And squash. Turn it around. Now let's go ahead and put my other earring on. Whoops, what'd I do with him? I had him out of the way. So there is my earrings. And as you can see, they're the same length. And they glow in the dark. So there's one pair. Let's work on the pendant to the necklace. I may not put the whole necklace together, but let's get the pendant going. Again, we're going to put a bead on the very end, a crimp bead. Make sure it's going to stay because you don't want to lose your beads off your pendant. Give it a tug test. And these little guys, I'm going to use these if they'll go on the Coriana chain. I have not checked. My fingers are not working. And they do. Perfect. I like that. Very nice. And then let me get more of these out. And then I want to put one of these on. One of the glow-in-the-dark lamp work. I love it. We're going to put another one of these on. We're going to put one of these. And then we're going to put one of these spacer beads. I love these spacer beads. Get some more of these off. Put, which way am I going with this? So the fat part's going to be against the yes. Like this. Like this. Like this. And you can make up pendants with your beads as you go. And then when you're ready to make a necklace, you can say, oh my gosh, I've got this that will go great with that. And, you know, later on you can have it ready to go. And then put this one down like this. I love that pendant, and it's going to glow in the dark. It's going to go with the earrings. I will make this a complete set at a later time. Now, I think because this will be fastened with a bail, I'm going to go ahead and add one of these at the top to help it look more finished, and then put my clamshell, and I'm going to open this because we're going to need to get in there. So I want to open it wide because I'm going to get in there and close this up. So we're going to put our clamshell on. Let our crimp bead go all the way down into the clamshell this time because this is a pendant. And like I said, this is flat chain. So this is automatically going to flatten around the flat part of the chain. I'm going to make sure this side is tight. Turn it around. Oh, I already had a clamshell out for this. Make sure this side is tight. I'm going to give it a tug test. Yay! Now I'm going to trim that. Close it. And give it a hug. A good squeeze. This is ready to go on any necklace at any time. That is done. Okay, whoops. I've still got a hold of it. Let's get them off to the side. All right. Next, let's work with these because we're working with gold. We have them out. All right. These are going to be kind of simple. I'm going to make these flower drops onto these, what is commonly known as horse eye. We're going to make earrings out of them. I'm going to need these. And I'm going to need 2 eye pins. All right. Well, 2 head pins, not eye pins. I need to remember tomorrow to buy more head pins. So we're going to put our flowers on. And I think because I want these to swing better, I'm going to fasten these with 2 little, what do you want to call them? Jump rings, 2 small ones. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to make 2 tiny loops. I may have cut that too small. We'll find out. I haven't been beading a whole lot, so a little. Yeah, I cut that too small. Let's just get a better one. Sorry about that, guys. I have more right here. I should put like a little bead or something right there, shouldn't I? Oops, those 2 are stuck together. Every time I go to grab one of them, they jump out of my fingers. Okay, we have these little bitty 2mm ones. Let's use those. Don't like the way that looks right up against that. So let's put them up in that flower. And they don't go down all the way over the... Is it just that one? Find out here in a second. It's just that one. Now it's going to stick out. I don't want to do that. Nope, let's just go without because it looked better than it would hanging out. So we'll just go with it. Check my cows. The glue is still nasty. It's going to be one of those days where everything goes wrong. It's okay. There we go. Not quite. One. I just thought these flowers would look so cute hanging from there. I don't know what I just dropped. Hopefully nothing important, because it hit the floor. The great oblivion, especially when you don't know what fell. Two. Let me get some small gem rings. My brain is not functioning. One thing I can say is tomorrow is going to be a good day. Tomorrow is my payday, and I am going to spend some time with my friend Vicky. I need some girl time for sure. I'm going to just put it right onto that little, what they call a horse-eye shape. And I'm going to make sure it's closed up all the way. So it's going to dangle like that. I think that's pretty. Put on my flower. The little horse-eye shape. Close it up. And then I'm going to put them on. You know what? I think I'm going to use the small ones. I have one here. Let me get one more out. Less obtrusive. I think it'll look pretty. Let's go ahead and put these together with there's that one. It's not closed all the way. There it is, all the way at the bottom. I spent yesterday pretty much walking around Walmart waiting for Alan to do his grocery shopping and He shops like an old lady. I like to go in, I know what I gotta get, and get out. I'm not a fan of Walmart. I don't like the way they're setting up their new store. It's like walking into a Target. You cannot. I tried to find cookie cutters. There were none. So, I did not find cookie cutters. So there is the second pair of earrings. I think that they're very lovely. All right, let's go into this pair. I've had these for a long time, and I thought now's the time to get them done. You know what? I have, where did I put them? These ball head pins. Let's use them. If they're long enough. I hope they're long enough. We'll find out. Make sure they're straight. These are a garnet. They're kind of I can't think of the words, guys. Faceted. Really pretty. I like them. I like them. Let's go ahead and do it. And they're plenty long enough. So we're going to go ahead and right about there. Good Lord. They're sturdy. And then we're going to roll this back. Make a good size loop. Give it a good neck. Let's straighten out my loop a little bit. Make it look a little bit prettier. This pair is going to be quick. So pretty. Get those put. We'll probably use them again, so I'm going to set them right there. Yeah, it's a little bit crooked. Let's straighten him. Go ahead, cut that off. There we go. So these, I believe, are a 21 millimeter. They come from Bargain Bead Box. I do have a link in the description box below. You can save $2 off by using my code. And let's get some silver ones. Out here, we're going to use a lot of silver. These are just the regular ones like this. Give it a little hug to close it up. And they turned out really cute. I like them. Pick it up. Give it another little hug. I really kind of like them. They turned out really cute. Whoops. If I can hang on to things, it would be nice. There we go. So there's that pair. These are stinking adorable, guys. Look at how cute. Now, I do want to put them on with jump rings, but I think I'm going to go really dainty. Little bitty jump rings. So we're going to go ahead and get those out. And we're going to put them, get my earrings over here. There's 2. Now I got glue on my fingers because I was checking my cow. We're going to put that on. Put this earring on with the back that way. Next earring goes with the back facing towards me. Where's my jump ring? There he is. Good grief, so much shiny gold I couldn't find my jump ring. Let's get it closed up good. There's that one. Earring on. Come on, go through that little hole. It doesn't want to. There we go. This one, the earring facing towards me. Ta-da! Aren't they adorable? Get them together. I think they're sweet. There's that pair. Let's do these for a change of pace. You know what? I think I want them on gold too. So let's get a couple of these for the top. Let me get, I know I bought some gold colored, pretty sure I did, ball head pins. Did I not? Ah, I only have a couple left. I'm gonna need to buy some. Okay, so I have 2 ball head pins that are gold. Okay, so I'm going to put one of these on, one of these purple crackle beads. Isn't that pretty? One of these flowers. Has he got an issue? Oh no. Here, little fella, we're going to put you aside. I got to find the container he came from. This is why I kept my containers out, in case I had a problem. And wouldn't you know, it was going to be the bottom container. Okay. Let me restock everything. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's put that on. Need something on the top. This is going to be too much. I know that. Need a green. I need something green on top. You know what? I think this would be perfect. Oh my goodness, that is perfect. Okay, let's go with the flow. Absolutely love it. Little bitty 2mm bead if I can pick it up. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Ta-da! Look at that. Perfect. Now let's go ahead. Give it a little snip. Get my needle nose plier, round nose pliers, and give us a nice big loop. You know what? These are super duper thin. But let's close it and see what kind of pull I have on this. Nobody's going to pull that much on their earrings. I was yanking and it barely opened, so I think we're okay. If somebody's pulling that hard on someone's earring, I would rather the earring came apart than pulling out of their ear and tearing their ear. Okay, that's closed. Let's straighten that a little bit. So we're putting this on, our purple crackle, our flower. Come on. One of these little bells and a little 2mm bead. Perfect. How many of you ever had an earring pulled so hard that it tore your earlobe? I have seen it happen to so many. And I would rather the earring came apart and came open than someone's earlobe get torn. There we go. All right, those are together. Let's get them on. And again, I think I'll use jump rings just to give it that flow. Most of these earrings are very simple, going to go together so easy. Ta-da! So there is this cute little pair of earrings. I really like them with that green on top. Really pretty. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of earrings and 1 pendant. Let's do these. These came in April's box. I really think they're cute. They're not mirrored, so, you know, it is what it is. I thought about hanging them from here, but I don't know if they're going to stay put. That's going to be my biggest issue that I've had with them. I looked at them and looked at them, and I'm like, why is that sticking to that? I really want them dangling from the clouds, but they may not work that way. We'll see. We will see. I have her hair. Keep trying to chase it down, but I keep dropping it and whatever. If I fasten this, it's going to take, yeah, that'd be right. We'll see. We will see if it stays dangling or not. Well, that is really thick. There we go. They're both really thick. Now my fingernail's stuck. Come on. Seriously. No, I don't like it. I do not like it. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, heck. I'm not going to struggle to get that off that jump ring. I will sacrifice the jump ring first. Are you kidding me? The jump ring won't cut. Oh my Lord. It's like, leave me, and I'm like, I don't like the way you look. If it would hang from the cloud in a nice way, you know, kind of even, it would be different, but it's not. It's hanging crooked. Okay. All right. So there's 2 pairs of earrings that will be made right here. Oh, good Lord. Like I said, they're going to be real simple. All right, come on. Get back off there. I put you on wrong. So, anyhow, there's that pair. I don't know. I guess. Okay, there's that pair. And I probably just put this one on. I did. Put it on backwards. I've seen a lot of really nice designs with these earrings, but around here people don't go for that kind of thing. It's really strange, but it is what it is. I think I will put jump rings on with the clouds. If you start putting a lot of beads and things on your jewelry around here, people won't buy them. They will not buy them. And these will kind of hang sideways in the ear. I know I have lightning bolts and things, but I don't know if I used them or what happened to them, but I didn't see them in the box, so, you know. But if I start getting too loud with the earrings, people won't wear them. So there's those. So now I don't need to... Alright, so these, we're going to get these little shells hanging from them. Sorry, guys. So let's go ahead and do that. But you know what? They're going to do the same thing when I did that. Oh, they go side to side. Okay, well, they want that idea. We'll set them aside. And these little guys. I wanted to make some melon earrings. I know I'm making these. I really wanted to do some check flowers. I may make these another time. All right, let's see how my cows are doing. Cross your fingers. They're glued. Okay, let's get our little cows on earrings. Yay! Okay, I'm excited. These cows cost me $1 a piece. Guys, that was a lot of money. There's 2 of those. All right. And then I think I'm going to call it done because I really don't know what to do with those. Let's go ahead and get these little guys on jump rings. And he looks a bit crooked, but I'm afraid to straighten him. I think I'll leave him. I think I'll leave him because I don't want to disturb the glue. Because the glue's still got a cure for 24 hours. So we'll leave him. And then we'll worry about that. But we'll get him on earrings. Oops, I had that upside down. So we're going to put the cow on. The earring on. Close him up. There's 1 cow earring. cow on. The earring on facing the other way. Close him up. And I did them backwards. Go figure. Did I? I guess not. I'm trying to get them held still in my fingers, guys. Stupid earring hold still. Yes, I did. I need to turn the cow around. Just going to open the earring up. Open. And close. There we go. 2 cows. They are so cute. They are so cute. Okay. So we have cows. I'm going to wait and do the rest later. We get everything together. And then I will pick up all my mess. So we have the glow-in-the-dark cows. We have the glow-in-the-dark lampwork. And we have the glow-in-the-dark pendant. We have the little floral bellflowers. We have the little flowers with the cubic zirconia. We have the umbrellas, the rain clouds. I'm not sure what to call those. And then we have the other ones. Let me bring it down. So there is everything that we have made today. Get them over a little bit, or just move these over so you can see them. There you go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know today's video was a longer one, just over an hour. I didn't want to go too much over an hour, so thank you very much. I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye, guys.